What's up, y'all? You want to know the secrets? Here are the secrets. If you go to patreon.com/wehaveconcerns, you can get early episodes, you can get bonus episodes, you can get super long episodes with special guests like Justin Robert Young and Hal Lublin, and many more to come. Patreon.com/wehaveconcerns. Secrets.
Oh, that's true.
I get it. He witches shit. I know what's up. He's going to go over there and he's going to brew something and he's going to witch it. He's going to go over there. He's going to sleep with a lady and then he's going to witch something. He's just witching around, witching and fucking and witching. Yeah. I get what it's about. I'll start at Witcher 3. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens. I am so fucking tired of having bad eyesight.
Oh, you and me both, brother.
And you had the LASIK.
I did. I had the LASIK 15 years ago, and now I'm back.
That's
to
when they did
glasses.
LASIK with a hammer and chisel.
They did. It was very painful. Very, very painful.
But for a while, you could see.
I could. All I could see was the chisel in my eye, but I could see it real well. No, I had perfect 20/20 vision for 15 years, and all of a sudden in the last year, my eyesight has deteriorated. And I have gone back to needing glasses and contacts, and I hate it.
Yeah.
I hated it when I had to wear it as a kid, and now I'm back to hating it. And the thing I'm most resentful about is that when I got LASIK, they said, you're never going to need glasses again, bro. Maybe reading glasses someday, but you'll never need farsight or nearsighted glasses.
That's the thing, man.
They didn't know.
They don't know shit. That's the thing. Like LASIK, you get halos at night, which is kind of like it's kind of like bloom lighting or lens flares.
Yeah.
When you look at street lamps and things like that, so people who get LASIK actually get a little worse at driving at night sometimes. Right. There are a lot of downsides. But
it was wonderful while it lasted.
I'm telling you,
I recommend it to everybody.
I have dreams. I have dreams where I wake up in my bed and I can see 20/20. And that's the whole dream. That's all it is. This is me going through my day with 20/20 vision.
Seeing the E chart ahead of you, and you're like, "This is glorious." E chart, E G K P L. Oh, and then you go back to sleep.
Yeah, and you'd say, "Why would you have that in your room in your dream?" And the answer is because I have it in real life.
Right.
Because every day I check
you
just
wake
to make
up
sure.
Just to hope that maybe in your sleep something got fixed.
The first step is positive thinking, and that's what we know. The second step is maybe this new 8-minute surgery that they say is going to give you superhuman vision forever.
Listen, I've heard of 8-minute abs.
But
8-minute eyes?
8-minute eyes? This is ridiculous. Ben Wezo-Rick sent this in. We love Ben Wezo-Rick. He animated a couple segments of an episode. We'll put a link down into the notes, but he fucking killed it. He did
Cancer Killers Tumor Squad.
Cancer Killers Tumor Squad. That's what he did. God bless Ben Wezo-Rick.
They came out so great. If you haven't seen those, you really should. They're amazing. They're on YouTube. He did such a great job.
So he sent in this article about Ocumetics, which is a company created by Dr. Garth Webb, an optometrist in British Columbia, up there in the Canadias, the wilds of Canada. I thought it was just pelts and Douglas firs and shit up there, but apparently they have doctors now?
What?
Awesome. And this one...
Is he a hockey doctor? He's a doctor for hockey?
Yeah, that's what he is.
Yeah, he treats moose and...
They call him Dr. Hockey because he's like, everything he does is a clinic on the court. On the court?
Yeah.
On the court?
It's
on
like
the field?
He'll give you the hat trick of doctoring.
In the
ice,
stadium?
On the ice.
Do they have a word for it?
It's the rink.
It's the rink.
They have a word for it.
They have a word for it? Anyway, he created this company, Ocumetics, and their product is a bionic lens. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, this is not just LASIK.
This is not a contact lens.
No. This is a permanent implant.
Okay.
Which replaces the lens of your eye.
So I'm getting rid of my eye lens.
You're getting rid of your eye lens, and this gives you better than fighter pilot vision forever. Takes 8 minutes. They basically take this tiny lens, they fold it like taco style, they roll it up. Okay.
All right. I'm already skeptical.
Like a soft taco or a soft contact lens or gordita.
Any doctor that
it's more like a chalupa.
Yeah, he bases his science on
it's a cortado,
on Mexican food items. He's I don't know.
I think they're just using this to give you a picture. I don't know that he calls it a taco.
Chalupa your eyes.
It's all we do is taco your vision and boom. Just like that. You want a cinnamon twisty while I fix your eyes forever? That would be great, actually. I love cinnamon twisties.
I give you one piece of advice, though. I do not recommend the hot sauce. Your eyes will burn.
So they roll up this lens. They put it into a syringe, and the syringe has got liquid and this lens, and they just kind of inject it in to your eye. and it floats up and unrolls
Yeah.
and replaces the lens of your eye, and boom, you don't need reading glasses. You don't need progressive lenses. You don't need contacts. It takes care of every vision problem, unlike LASIK, which just takes care of one basic vision problem, which is nearsightedness.
Yeah,
right?
and evidently fucking doesn't last forever.
Doesn't last forever. This apparently will last forever. And the great thing is...
they say that now.
Well, but here's the thing.
Forever hasn't happened yet.
The difference between a LASIK surgery and the recovery time for a LASIK surgery, even now, and 8 minutes, and then you find 30 years from now you're not seeing as well, and you go in for another 8 minutes,
Yeah.
or maybe even less at that point in time,
Yeah.
and you have better than fighter pilot vision. I'm there.
Well, here-
100% down. Give me the
Anthony,
lens.
I'm gonna-
Test it on me.
I'm going to surprise you. I will do this. I would do this tomorrow.
What?
Yeah. I know that I'm usually Mr. Skeptical.
You are usually not the transhumanist. You
I
are
am
not
not.
the guy who wants to inject things, add things.
Well, I will if it's been very well established that it works good.
They've done it on some aminals, and they're thinking about doing it on some people soon. Clinical trials. I would like to be one of those people. I will go in and be the guinea pig for this.
I think I would too. I would be so excited to have great vision again. Evidently they say I can get touch-up LASIK, but again, I don't want something that's not going to be perfect. Sounds like it's going to be perfect.
Yeah, and is touch-up LASIK going to lay you out for a couple days like LASIK does?
It doesn't really lay. I mean, the first LASIK, it laid me out for one day.
Okay.
A full day. But then the next day I was back to being fine.
Okay.
And I had perfect vision the next day. But I couldn't swim or anything for like 6 months because my eye had actually been sliced open.
Right, which they don't do anymore.
No, they don't do that. They just, yeah.
If they touched it up, would they have to slice it open again because that's the kind you got? Or
I haven't looked into that. But it has made wearing contacts again really annoying because my eye is actually flatter than it should be.
By the way, for everybody listening, he did not mean looked into it as a dad joke, but I'm going to count it as his dad joke.
No, you can't do that.
Preemptively.
Come on.
That way, he can't have another one. You can't have
Well,
another
we'll
one.
see.
Oh, you motherfucker. Motherfucker.
The thing about this that scares me is removing my eye lens. Like
Sure.
islands in the stream? No. What do they do? Can I get it back if this is not good?
Nah,
Are
probably
you
not.
slicing a piece of me that I will want later?
Part of the thing about being involved in a clinical trial is the answer is no, probably not. The answer is probably, look, once you decide to take this plunge, the plunge is taken, and all we can do is just continue replacing it with another one.
The plunge is taken. Sorry, you didn't read the plunge is taken clause in the contract you signed?
It's called a clinical fucking trial.
Yeah.
You take it and whatever happens to you happens, and that's what you got to deal with.
They seem very confident, though. In this article, they say within 2 years it could be a consumer product.
Well, what are they going to do? Are they going to show up in an article and be like, well, we don't know if it's going to work?
That's true.
It seems kind of cool, but in a few ways, it's actually kind of stupid.
In 2 years, people probably will realize this was a bad idea.
I mean, like, it seems cool to me now, but
I'm investing a lot of money into this.
I got a lot of ideas. They're not great. They're not all great. I feel like this one's pretty great. Next question. You there, John.
Yeah.
Next question.
You last invented the Flowbee, and that didn't really catch on.
It caught a lot of hair.
Yeah, it did do that. No one's
in
arguing
its
that
giant
point.
grinder gears.
And
you know what? If you wanted a bowl cut, I still say that the Flowbee is the best way to get one. Just turns out not everybody wants one. Look, it's a hair in a vacuum. I think it made a lot of sense at the time. Next question, Kevin.
I was involved in the clinical trials for the Flowbee, and I've not been able to cut my hair the same way again. And I've just lived a horrible bowl cut life.
It's really weird that your hair was permanently affected, and we did not see that coming because we didn't believe that hair worked that way.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
surprised the hell out of me.
I didn't really look into it. I just thought hair and vacuum. I don't know if I want to take any more Flowbee related questions, guys. Jim from the Washington Post.
I'll be honest with you. I had a Flowbee question.
God damn it. Martha.
Yeah, mine was Flowbee too. Oh, I had a question about eyes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Will we be able to see better how the Flowbee works if I wear these eye things that you're inventing?
Yes. Yes,
Sweet,
you will.
sign me up.
You'll be able to see everything better, so you should be able to see the Flowbee better. Once again, when I say see better, I mean as far as I know. Anyway, we got a sign-up sheet on the right if anybody wants to have their eye lenses removed and replaced with these plastic tacos that I made. We will
Takes
be
only
serving
8 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be serving real tacos
That's
in the back.
fast food in your eyes.
Yeah, you can get a Flowbee haircut in the back. We have a couple stations set up. We do have to genetically test your hair quite a bit before we can allow you into the Flowbee. Once again, we did not see that coming. We didn't think that there would be a lot of permanent life injuries from the Flowbee. Anyway, I also need gap funding of $2.3 million. So if anybody has their checkbook with them. No, he's not going to show up and be like, well, here's what's going on is I don't think this will happen. That's not what people say in these articles.
I'm so excited for this. Here's a question. Does this invalidate you for bionic eye, which we've talked about before? We talked about with that actually with Trish Hirschberger on that episode.
Because here's the deal. I think when the bionic eye finally comes out, it's going to be a total eye replacement. So it doesn't matter if your lens is replaced. Also, if the bionic eye itself is just a lens replacement, there's no reason you couldn't eventually remove this artificial lens and replace it with bionic.
Good point.
Glasses were Gen 1.
Yeah, glasses fucking suck.
Contact lenses, Gen 2.
Also, shitty.
Soft contacts, Gen 3.
Yeah.
Okay? We're ready for Gen 4.
Let's do this thing.
This is like, imagine if you bought...
I think Gen 4 was LASIK.
Gen 4 was LASIK.
5, we're in.
Think about the first iPod.
Ooh.
And then think about...
Did you just do an iPod joke? Did you just do...
No, it's the lowercase.
Pod?
It's the lowercase I. I'm asking you to think about an Apple product.
All right, I'm just saying.
Because I wouldn't do that to you because that would be shitty.
All right.
That would be a shitty thing. So think about the first.
About an iPod.
All right, well, think about the first Zune, and then wait, there was only one Zune. Shit. This is not going to be a Zune. At least I don't think this is going to be a Zune.
The Zune of your eyes.
It's like a Zune for your eyes. Nope. We really need to rethink that. Okay, we have a couple other ones. It's like a TurboGrafx 16 for your brain.
Ooh, oh no, that's not good either.
It's the Betamax of vision.
You really need to hire a different PR team.
It's like HD DVD for life.
Oh man. Not good.
Hey, who's the advertising professional here? You or me? My firm has been advertising since the Titanic. We've been advertising for over 100 years. I think we know advertising.
It's the MySpace of vision? Really? You want to use that?
It's the tigergame.com. So yeah, I would do this. I would be part of the clinical trials for this.
I think I would too, man. I really do.
I don't think that surprises anybody. I'd be part of the clinical trials for most things.
Yeah, you're like clinical trial Carboni, they call it.
I think the only thing that keeps me from volunteering for every clinical trial for everything, and also every death trip like the Mars one and all that shit, is just like friends and family. Friends and family.
Barely that.
If I didn't have friends and family every day telling me I was stupid, I'd probably be signed up for a whole lot of bullshit right now.
For you, they're like, we have a clinical trial, and in it, we say no more.
Say no more.
I'm in.
It's really just for people who I might have it. Whatever it is, I might have it. This might cure it. Let's go.
I'm already sitting in the chair.
Yeah, let's
start. Begin. Do what you need to do.
I strap myself in.
Yeah, but
that shouldn't be possible. You
shouldn't be how you did that.
I don't know. I'm just really excited. Let's go. Let's clinic.
Well, we're gonna have to remove.
Let's try.
We're gonna have to remove your. Don't say it.
Don't tell me what it is.
I like a surprise.
I want to wake up and find out what's been removed. I want to see if when I wake up, I know what you've taken away from me.
You're the only guy who doesn't like spoilers in his clinical trials.
Yeah. Because you know what, man? I was born with a broken ass, frail body. I got a lot of weird genetic shit going on. And so for me, it's kind of just
Heard about them lobes, man.
Right? These fucking lobes. I don't want to talk about the lobes.
Okay.
Though the lobes are the worst of it. As far as I'm concerned, my earlobes are unattached and it's fucking terrible. But also like heart shit and just like knees and joint shit and everything. And I'm like, robot it up. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what you're putting in me or taking out of me. I just want it done. Let's go.
Do you think that these guys concentrated on getting it like sub 10 minutes? If they're like, it takes 12 minutes. Oh, that's not fast enough, man. It's not snappy enough.
Dude, I hope so.
You want that?
I hope that was part of it. I hope they were like, not only does it need to be the most perfect fucking thing in the world, you need to be able to come in 10 minutes later, 20 minutes if you're stuck in the waiting room reading an Us Weekly because it's all we got. It's from 3 years ago. It's wondering if Tom Cruise is going to break up with Katie Holmes and what's going on with Suri. That's That's the most recent thing I see in waiting rooms whenever I go.
yeah.
That's about as new as they get. So you sit there, you read about that for 10 minutes, knowing the future, feeling like Nostradamus. You come in, 5 minutes, boop, boop, eye taco, you're out.
Eye taco. Wow. I would do this. I'm so frustrated with having bad vision. I had 15 years of waking up and seeing clearly and not having to go, where did I leave my glasses? Or did I put my contacts in? Or is there solution left that I hate it?
Do you know what's crazy? This is a question for another time, something I've been thinking about. I don't know if I've ever had good vision because how would I? I've only ever seen, like as a kid.
Shit.
Yeah, because they say like, oh, sometimes vision problems don't show up until you're like 7 or 8 or whatever. But 7 or 8 is when I had my first eye doctor's appointment. I may have had shitty vision since birth, and I don't know. I've never seen perfectly. Strap me down, Dr. Floby.
Your brain is about to explode from seeing stuff.
Psh, I'm ready.
Well,
I'm ready.
do you
This guy
remember
did
the-
not invent the Floby, by the way. Please don't write to this guy asking him about the Floby.
Maybe he did.
Maybe he did. We don't know. It would be
categorically he did
It
not.
would be a crazy coincidence if he invented the Floby.
I mean,
I want to know, for all of you out there, are you the sort of person that would volunteer for a clinical trial if there was something you could fix about you and you knew that there was danger, that it was untested?
Yeah.
What would that thing be? What would you fix about yourself? And remember, you're a beautiful, unique snowflake, and you don't necessarily need to fix these things. We like you. But just if
yes,
you...
but he could be a better snowflake.
You could.
And you should
be less
probably-
melty and lopsided.
You should probably tweet at us using hashtag iTaco for that. And I'm at Jeff Canada on the Twitter.
Now, do you want that spelled like lowercase
that's-
I taco?
That's
Or do you want
dealer's
it-
choice. That's dealer's choice.
We'll watch both hashtags. I'm at A Carboni. And hey, do you know that we have guests on here every once in a while? You've probably heard some of the guest episodes.
Oh, they're excellent.
Last
Some of my
one-
favorite episodes.
Yeah, last one was with Greg Miller from Kind of Funny. You know, we record bonus episodes with every guest.
Yes, we do.
And if you are a patron and you support the show, you get access to those bonus episodes, along with early episodes, monthly video hangouts, all kinds of great stuff. You can find out about that and support the show. Keep it going. We fully fund the show through our Patreon.
Yes.
It's patreon.com/wehaveconcerns.
And I should say also that Greg Miller bonus episode is one of the most amazing episodes we've ever done.
It's unbelievable.
It's really very personal and very special, so you should listen to it.